Hey everyone, it's Grace and welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be reviewing Landmark sponges, and yeah, I feel like for me sponges are just something that you do replace often because you know they deteriorate as you use them, and of course they build up bacteria even though you wash them after each time you use them. So I like to find cheaper alternatives just because it's something that I repurchase a lot. But yeah, if you guys want to know my review on Landmark sponges, then please keep on watching. But before that, please don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to click the notification bell right beside it so you'll be notified if I upload new videos here and there. Without further ado, let's get on to it. So when I first kind of got into sponges, like the first time I bought them, they were in bazaars that I usually go to, like the Philippine cosmetic bazaars and stuff like that, and they usually had it like 250 to 300 pesos, and to be honest I didn't really like them. And I remember it was called the mermaid sponge or something. It didn't really work for me, and I remember purchasing a Landmark brush before, or sponge, from the brand called Swan. It actually worked pretty good. So yeah, but ever since I discovered the Real Techniques, this is the Real Techniques one, and this is the Eco Tools Perfect Blending Duo, I personally really love them. I haven't repurchased them, but I do have to purchase a new one because everything is just like it's damaged, and yeah, they're deteriorating and quite damaged. But still, here in the Philippines, this is still more in the mid-range because the Real Techniques you can get on sale for like 300 something pesos, while the Eco Tools Perfect Blending Duo, they're like 580 pesos from the ones that I bought on Shopee. So yeah, so Landmark is a mall, well, not really a mall, but like a department store here in the Philippines, and there's lots of like affordable like makeup accessories, brushes and stuff like that. So I always loved going to Landmark because they always have like new things. So yeah, whoa. So I'm gonna go through these sponges that I didn't really like. So from Swan, I decided to revisit the brand Swan, but they didn't really have the one that I ended up liking before. So this is one of them. This is called the Strawberry sponge, and I think this was like around 80 pesos, 80 to 90 pesos. I think it's around 89.75 or something like that. And it looks like this. And this one doesn't really expand, and I don't know, it doesn't really blend. It's quite hard to use, and I feel like I'm punching my face. I don't really like this. It's not like super duper hard. You guys could see it's still very like malleable and you can still squeeze it, but like I don't know, I like my sponges to expand, so this one didn't really work out fine. So I actually have like a jar of like sponges here that I keep. So yeah, then the other brand is called Kinepin, and usually I really like Kinepin stuff. Like Kinepin has like lots of weird trinkets that I love to buy. So yeah, so these came in a trio. They look like this. So you have this one, which is like, you know, like a mini like beauty blender, then you have a mini, this one, and then this mushroom one. And these don't expand, so they're really hard, a lot harder than the Swan strawberry sponge. Like this one is still softer. This one, they're really kind of hard. I think the softest one is the smallest one. So I didn't really like these two. Now when it comes to like Landmark like sponges, they're kind of like hit and miss. So when I find something that really works, I definitely want to share it with you guys, because you know, sharing is caring and tipiding is caring. Tipid best. If you are a sponge person, I'm a sponge person. Ever since I've discovered sponges for my foundation, it's so hard for me to go back to brushes. So yeah, I've also reviewed the Daiso sponges. They look like these, the marble ones, and I didn't really like them as much as these sponges from Landmark. So my favorite sponges are these babies, and they come in a pack of 2, and they're the brand GEGF. It looks like this. I think this one is there. It's 89.75 and it comes in a pack of 2. And I wasn't really planning on buying sponges, but there was one girl who kept going back to this kind of duo, and it's like, oh, maybe it's good. So they actually have 2 packs, and they have a pack that carries both the egg shape, or carries both of this one, or a mixture of this one. So I got the mixture of this one. This one is a light pink, which is kind of dirty, excuse me, I haven't washed it, and also the green one. So actually, so the girl there kept going back to this duo. So yeah, so it looks like this, and this is 89.75, and dalawa na yung makukuha nyo, guys. So this one's actually always out of stock. Like, I went to Landmark maybe a month ago, nandun pa siya, may bagong stock lang, as in bagong stock pa lang siya. Then I went to Landmark today, wala na naman siya. So, I actually seen this in Landmark Makati. Hindi ko pa na-check sa Landmark sa Trinoma, and also the one in Alabang, yung bago. Pero nakikita ko to lagi sa Makati. Right now, hindi siya available. So if ever you are in Landmark, I highly suggest you guys look for the GGGF na ano. Basta ganito, 2-pack siya. Yun lang naman yung 2-pack doon na ano, na sponge set or something. So it looks like this. So ito yung itsura niya, guys. So, nag-expand talaga siya. And super duper soft siya. Although, I find it na parang mas softer ng konti itong sponge na to. So, I tend to use this one a little bit more. Pero minsan, pareho na. So, minsan pinagsasabay ko or something. Or I use this one. Or, basta, for my under eye area, I like actually using this one. Dito medyo kasi mas pointed ng slight yung ito. So, they're very, very soft. Like, the thing I loved about the Eco Tools and the Real Techniques, super soft siya. Like, guys, super soft. Ayan. As in, talaga naku-close mo ang iyong kamay. Ganyan siya ka-soft. So, ito. Oh. Ito, may resistance pa ng konti talaga tong egg version. Ito, hindi. Talaga, bang, bang. So, ayun. Yung texture ng sponge is not the same as the Real Techniques or the Eco Tools. Iba pa rin yung texture nito. I don't know what it is with this one. Pero mas madaling masira yung Eco Tools and yung Real Techniques compared dito. Dahil nga, mas malambot pa rin sila ng konti. Konti lang yung nilambot pa ng Eco Tools or Real Techniques for this. This one, ano siya, hindi ko alam kung anong material yung ginamit nila. Baka naman nakasabi dito, bes. Wala, Chinese siya, Chinese. I really enjoyed blending my makeup. As you guys could see during sa blend ng makeup ko, as in, flawless naman yung pagka-blend niya. Hindi streaky, hindi yung, hindi siya streaky, hindi yung parang, ewan ko lang ha. Basta, maganda siya. Maganda siya. And the thing that I noticed with a lot of these cheaper, like, sponges, I don't know what it is, pero parang mas minamattify niya yung foundation ng konti instead of making it dewy. I think yun lang yung nagustuhan ko sa Eco Tools. So, ito, super, super soft, and for the price, 89.75 divided by 2 bes. Pagkano lang yun. Sobrang mura sa isang sponge. So, I feel like this is perfect, especially if you're like getting to makeup or you're someone that uses sponges often. Best kung palagi ka nagsasponge, lagi ako nagsasponge. And it's so, masakit pa rin sa bulsa ang Real Techniques tsaka Eco Tools. So sometimes when I want to give the Eco Tools and the Real Techniques a break, I use these two. And super, like, I mean, I still get my makeup done flawlessly. So I really, really like it. But the thing that I noticed again with cheaper sponges, mas mahirap siya i-drain ng tubig. So, minsan kailangan mo siya i-double check kung nade-drain o talagang wala na masyadong tubig. So, usually, yun yung ginagawa ko. Binabasa ko na siya while I do my brows, put on primer para medyo mag-dry siya ng konti. So, ayun. So, I just wanted to share with you guys these sponges in particular. Itong ang nasa package na to kasi it's 89.75. You get 2 sponges and they're actually really, really soft and they blend my makeup effortlessly. So I still want to try like other like sponges from Landmark. Madami yon. There's like different shapes and sizes and everything. With you guys, again, stay away from these trio packet ng Kinepin. It doesn't expand, it stays hard. Same with the Swan sponge na strawberry. Cute lang siya, but doesn't really do much. It's still quite hard. Ayan o. Iba pa rin talaga tong dalawang to. So, as you guys could see, if you wet it, talagang nag-expand siya. So, yeah, so that is my review for the Landmark sponges. And, yeah, and the thing that I noticed with cheap sponges, hindi ka pwede mag-bake sa cheap sponges kasi hindi kumakapit yung powder sa sponge. Or if ever kumapit sa sponge, hindi siya nagre-transfer sa under area mo or sa face mo. Like with the Daiso sponges, I had a hard time baking with them because it wouldn't transfer. With this one, it's so easy to bake with them. Talagang kumakapit ng bonggacious at kumakapit dito sa mukha mo. So, I like that. Because sometimes with cheaper foundations, cheaper sponges, kailangan ko pa rin bumalik dito sa sponges na to just to bake. But with these, I can use it for baking as well, which is a definite plus. As I said, since it takes a while to like drain them, so talagang mas nasi-shear out niya talaga yung foundation mo ng konti. Pero kapag na-drain mo talaga siya, mas syempre, you know, parang coverage na rin ng Real Techniques or the Eco Tools one. So you have to really drain them just to get that perfect coverage. So so these are the two sponges that I'm recommending from Landmark as of the moment. Maybe I should try more. Maybe this will be like a part 1. But the rest, like the 4 sponges that I showed you earlier, I do not recommend them at all. But these two, I highly do. So, yeah. So, concerning about the fact that you have to drain them, yeah, even though they're kind of more wet than the Real Techniques or the Eco Tools, it doesn't really pick up a lot of product. You guys could see, even though it's wet, most of the product goes to your face pa rin. So it's not like you're wasting more product. I feel like I didn't waste product. I feel like I'm actually getting more coverage sometimes compared to the Real Techniques, especially the Real Techniques one and the bigger Eco Tool sponge. I feel like this one still offers a little bit more coverage, and by the end of the day, my makeup still looks on fleek, as in very flawless pa rin siya. And when I was under like really harsh lighting in the mall, my face looks flawless. And 89.75 pesos lang yung sponge na ginamit ko, so ang saya-saya. And also, since they are a bit wet, the Sam Cover Perfection Tip Concealer that I use always, it almost has that kind of powder finish almost, but it didn't disrupt the concealer. Sometimes the Eco Tool sponge, if I blend the Sam, it picks up a lot of product and kind of disrupts it just a little bit. But with this one, they didn't disrupt the concealer that I put on top, and it doesn't disrupt the foundation. The foundation sits really nicely on your skin with these sponges. So again, 89.75 san kapabesi. So yeah, so that is my review for the Landmark sponges. And if ever you have like a holy grail, like affordable sponge, then please tell me. I would love to try it, because sponges are something that I do buy often, because I do switch sponges, because of course if you've used it for quite some time, even though you wash them every day, of course it will accumulate bacteria on the inside, and of course the wear and tear of everything. So yeah, hope you guys like this review. Again, don't forget to click the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to click the notification bell right beside it, so you'll be notified if I upload new videos here and there. And I'll see you guys in the next video.